Is it something where it's easier or better for you to be more emotionally engaged or a little bit more emotionally disengaged? What's your approach? How do you look at that?
I think that kind of process starts before the actual game. A rule I like to go by is to never get too emotional, not have too much emotions and too less emotion, no matter the opponent. So that's just kind of my approach, not 11.
Easier said than done?
Definitely takes some growing and some taking some time to get used to. But I've just found that it's helped me prepare through the event and staying level-headed throughout the game.
I appreciate it.
At the end of last year's game, when you guys, have you guys watched that back this week, or how much did you watch it back during the season? Off-season, I should say.
Yeah, normal film approach, going back, looking at some things that we noticed from last year that can be applied to this year. So, yeah, we've done our same normal film study.
That last play where they scored their touchdown, I guess, can you kind of walk through what you saw on that? I feel like weren't the safeties banged up going into that?
Yeah, I think we had some injuries in the back end going into that game a little bit. But yeah, we were man coverage, just kind of got beat a little bit. Good throw and good catch, but definitely some things that could have been cleaned up technique wise. But yeah, just good throw, good catch.
What's it like working with Malik? Like, what kind of guy is he?
Spencer,
Spencer,
yeah, he's a great guy to have on the field with you. He's kind of like a second linebacker in the back end with some of the checks and the adjustments that we have. So it's something that I enjoy, having somebody like that where maybe if I don't catch something right away or if I miss something, he's always in my ear behind me, kind of giving me the lay of the land a little bit.
Any differences you see joining Boston College's offense? Obviously, quarterback changes, different style there. They put up some big numbers last week. Just wondering what you've noticed that might be different from a year ago with that.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. They like to run the ball. That's kind of the same approach that they had last year. It's just their approach as an offense, running the ball. It's one of our points of emphasis for the year, just being able to stop the run and eliminate those big plays through the run game.
What was the overall performance of the defense week one when you went back and watched the film? What did you think?
Yeah, kind of the same thing I assessed right after the game. I felt like we played a pretty sound all-around game. I know some of the things didn't go our way, but we were able to respond when those things came up. But definitely a lot of things that could have been cleaned up to kind of get to where we want to be as a defense.
How much do you watching the backup quarterbacks? You obviously got a lot of their starters have a little bit of injury issue, but I'm wondering how much you've dug into his tape and what the difference between the two are.
Yeah, I mean, we approach it like every game. We have a breakdown of running backs, quarterbacks, receivers, and we watch all their film and break that down depending on how much a certain quarterback is playing last week, or during the week. Like same thing for Western with their two quarterbacks, they kind of split reps, but we assess those games the same.
How do those two guys, maybe how are they similar and different from what you've seen thus far?
Definitely difference from last year, and their kind of scheme having Castellanos a little bit more run oriented, but their guy now is a great thrower, great offense. But yeah.
We hadn't heard a lot about Moa before he played in that game.
Sorry, who again?
I see Moa. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Mm.
We hadn't heard a whole lot about him, but it seemed like he had a pretty solid game. He had that tip for the interception. Played a little bit. Has it been? What kind of guy is he in that linebacker room? Like, how does he fit into this defense?
Yeah, he's great in the room. He's a guy that joined us at the beginning of this year. I'm assuming you're talking about Ice. Isaiah Moa? Yeah, okay, yeah, Ice, yeah.
Ice.
Yeah, he's a great dude that we've loved having in the room. Good energy, always flying around. Coming from BYU, he had some experience pass rushing. So he's been a great addition on third down, being able to get to the quarterback and kind of change the picture for him.
Does being on the field less help with being fresh and explosive for this group?
Yeah, that's. I know I kind of alluded to that in my press conference after the game about strength in numbers and being able to rotate different guys in and out to keep guys fresh. But the good thing about that is we have a lot of guys, especially in the linebacker room, that can play. And I feel confident enough to say that, and for all of our position groups, that we have a bunch of guys that can play. I think we played 30-plus guys on defense, which I don't believe many other programs can say. But yeah, we have a lot of guys that can play. That helps with keeping guys fresh and allowing them to play every play 100%.
How about what the offense is doing with the run game and kind of controlling the clock a little bit too? That, when you, like Coach said, you get complimentary football, you guys want to be out there playing, but it probably also helps a little bit.
No, for sure, it definitely helps. I like playing defense, but I also like winning games. So I don't mind if the offense takes all game running the ball and taking some clock. I think they did a very good job of dominating the front, the line of scrimmage, and creating those seams for the backs that we have back there. So I don't mind that at all.
So like being the green dot for like 50 snaps or whatever it might have been for the first time, just sort of having all that on your plate. I don't know if you did it when you were coming off the bench last year, but to sort of have it all on your plate for the whole game, basically, what was that experience like?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was introduced to it a little bit last year in some series. But, you know, all the linebackers have the green dot in practice, so it's definitely something that I've been, I guess, training with the practices and scrimmages and stuff, having the green dot and having Coach Rossi kind of relate some things to me with getting the calls and stuff, maybe some things that he's seen or some adjustments on the field. But I mean, I think it was a pretty smooth transition from last year to this year with the green dot.
When the offense is on the field, how do you use that time when you're off the field? Like, are you watching what's going on out there? Are you watching film? Like, how do you use that time?
Yeah, you know, every offense that we play goes into a game with different wrinkles, maybe some things that they didn't show or things that they might have showed a little bit differently depending on what we're doing. So as a defense, we all are on the sideline looking at, you know, what we got last series, how it correlates to the game plan, and what adjustments that we need to make moving forward.
Is that like is that coach led, or is that player saying like, hey, I saw X, Y, Z? Like, who's initiating that?
A little bit of both. From the player aspect, it's like, okay, this is what I saw. If it's something that's completely, you know, something that a pre-scouted look that we've never seen before, that's when, you know, Coach Rossi will step in and be like, okay, this is how we're gonna do this.
When we talked to coaches and players about last year's Boston College game, there's a sense it's like one that got away. I guess I'm wondering just how that game sat with you through the offseason and everything, and as you look toward this week.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we feel like we could have finished that game a lot better last year. But I mean, last year's kind of behind us a little bit. We've moved forward. We're going to approach every game this year the same way, and that's in our preparation and our execution during the week.
How do the tablets change things on the sidelines?
Oh yeah, it helps with kind of some things that we're seeing. Sometimes things get a little skewed when things are moving full speed about what you're actually seeing. And so it helps just going back and watching it to be able to make those firm adjustments in what you're seeing.
That can be a hard line to walk, right, between like you see a loss last season and it stings a little bit, but also not letting it drag you down. Like, how do you balance the motivation side of things, or do you just kind of flush it? Like, I'm curious the push-pull there mentally.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I kind of just flush it. I think we're a new team this year, and of course, like, you keep certain aspects of it. You know, that is a game that got away. But if that's, I believe, if that's your approach, we need to win this game because we lost it last year. That approach isn't good enough to win a football game. My approach is we are going to win this game because we want to win this game individually. To be better off during the year, and these are the goals that we have set throughout the year, and this is a team that's in the way of us doing that.
The amount of pressure that we saw you guys send to Western, do you feel like that's representative of what you guys are trying to be this season, or was that kind of a Western-specific thing?
Yeah, I think last year that was something that we struggled with, was getting to the quarterback, and so from January, that's been a point of emphasis for the defense, is being able to get to the quarterback, send some pressures. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a point of emphasis throughout the year.
That didn't feel like a lot. I don't necessarily. That just sort of felt normal, I guess, in terms of the amount that you guys are sending a fifth and sixth guy.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's like I said, kind of like our identity. I'm not too far ahead on the game plan for the rest of the weeks, but I know that is one of the points of emphasis is being able to get to the quarterback. So I can imagine try our best to continue to do that as the weeks go along.
All right, thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.